It is finally Friday, and we have made a ton of progress in this Middletown project. This is part 10 of the video series. So what I got going on for today is, as you can see, I got all my junction boxes ran for all my lighted mirrors. I looped them all out with 12.3, so we got everything finished up with that. We don't need to bring in any more 12.3 or any more 12.2. I got all the boxes installed inside these spray foam walls, and this took so much time to do. I had to cut the spray foam, chisel it, but we all got it to work, and these are for the lighted mirrors. The red is going to be used for the lighted mirrors, and then the black is going to be used for the pendant. So that is all done on that side. Over here, I started cutting in the plugs against this wall over here. And then I did something a little different here. Instead of using 2 deep O-work boxes, I actually cut in a 4-square box with the 2-gang mud ring cover on it. So that worked out perfectly. And sometimes I like to do that, especially when I have access to the back side of the wall, because that 4-square box is a lot deeper than that 2-gang old work box. And it's just a lot easier to work with. Over here, I got all my low voltage wires ran through the studs. And then I also poked them out into the desired location. So I drilled through the wood, and then I double-checked the plans to make sure that that is the exact location where these low voltage wires are going to go. Because don't forget, I have a bunch of strip lighting that's going everywhere, all over the counter, all against the walls. Everything has strip lighting, so it has to be in the right location. I will also double-check with the general contractor to make sure that's where it's going to go, because we only have one shot at it, and we want to make sure everything is perfect for this customer. I also have everything finally all cut in on this side of the wall here. We got all the plugs, all the emergency lighting, even the switch legs in the ceiling have all finally been cut in, and we labeled everything to make sure nothing gets confused, because we have a bunch of low voltage drivers which are going to go on the top of that ceiling there, and everything needs to be properly labeled because we got to make sure that we're sending 24 volts on the right wire here, especially on those low voltage wires. Over here in this room as well, we got everything fully cut in. All the quads are done. All the low voltage wires are also hanging in the ceiling. This room here, we were going to start cutting in those switches, but we just ran out of time for today. And again, those switches over there, that's probably going to take a whole day in itself just to get everything properly cut in, labeled, and marked properly. So I had some questions on how I did this. What I did over here is I put a piece of plywood behind there. I used some GRK screws here, and then I screwed the ears into the wood over there. So those are 2.5-inch screws, and that held that box in nice and tight. And then once they do that 5/8 layer, you know, that box is not going to go anywhere. You couldn't even move the box in the wall. So that is nice and secure. We actually started demoing all those PVC pipes. They're all gone now. Everything is cleaned up. And then we also demoed some of the Romex that's in the ceiling there, and then converted it over to MC, which is the proper installation. So if you're in Massachusetts or Rhode Island, give us a call.